All of you, good morning, ma. So in the last section, we have seen about the measuring the power supply rejection ratio. So now we will be seeing the measurement of common mode voltage range. Okay. So here we are going to measure the common mode voltage range for both the cases, open loop nodes and the closed loop mode. So we can measure the input and output common mode voltage ranges. So here we can measure the input and output common mode voltage ranges for both open loop modes and the closed loop modes. Okay. So here in the figure you can see here how we are going to measure the mode, and you can see the transfer function also. So generally the op amp which we are using is used in the closed loop mode. So the input and output for this cases can be simulated and measured. So the unity gain configuration you can see here is useful for measuring the and simulating the input CMRR. So this is input CMRR, input common mode range. Okay. So here we will be using the common mode voltage range for input and output with a unity power factor here, unity power factor. So this area is called as a input common mode range. Okay, by this circuit you can measure the common mode voltage for the input and output of a op amp. Okay, so we can use this method to calculate either in the open loop modes as well as the closed loop modes. But basically op amps will be operating in closed loop configurations. And the next one you can see here, measurement of output voltage swing. So here you can see here there is a limit in the output transfer curve. Okay, so the unity in this unity gain configuration, there is, because this is not linear. Okay, here you are seeing some fluctuation, from here it is been linear, again here you are fluctuating. So there is not non-linearity in this transfer function. Okay, so in order to provide a very good or higher gain, okay, and linear transfer curve, that indicates that the output voltage swing of the amplifier is very good. We have already discussed in the previous section that the output voltage swing must be more. Okay, output voltage swing must be increased. Okay, so we have to increase the gain of the circuit. So this is measured by using this type of circuit where you will be seeing the increase in the voltage gain transfer curve. Okay, and here we can see the increase in the output voltage swing by using this circuit design. Okay, so here I have just cropped it, or I have just taken it in the horizontal, but if you are going to see this, no, you can see that there is a very linear curve. Here you can see the linearity and the increase in the output swing voltage by using this circuit. And the next one is measurement of open loop output resistance. So how you are going to measure the output resistance? The R out is equal to RL V01 V02 by minus 1. So how it can be taken, ma? So this can be taken by the circuit by connecting a load resistance to the output op amp. So you are going to connect a load resistance RL to this output terminal. Okay, and we can calculate the output resistance. So here the Vn will be the constant value. So this is the R out voltage. Okay, and we are going to measure the output resistance by connecting a load resistance here. You can see the two outputs V0 and V1. So in one cases it is with RL and here it is without RL. Means you have taken two cases. In one case you have not connected the load and you have tested the output voltage, and in another cases you have connected the load and you have tested the voltage. And you can calculate the output resistance by this R out, which is nothing but the load resistance and VO1 by VO2 minus 1. So next one, for the large signal transient response, we will be seeing this topic measurement of slew rate. This is the last topic of the 4th unit. So measurement of slew rate, this is used for measuring large signal transient response. So here in the circuit you can measure the both positive and negative slew rates and positive and negative settling times. Okay, so by this method or by this circuit measurement you can measure both positive and negative slew rates and positive and negative settling times. So these are the simulation and measurement topics, ma'am. So hope you all have understood all the topics. So if you have any doubts, again we will come in touch and I'll try to clarify all the doubts. So this is the end of your 4th unit. Again shortly I will upload the 5th unit. Okay. So by watching this video, you all can also prepare your own notes. I will be attaching the PPTs also individually, not only this video, but I will attach the PPTs also. So you can also go through those PPTs if you have any doubts. And I have already sent the notes also, materials also, like books also, references books, important questions, all those. So you can all go through those. Okay, ma. Thank you.